Hi there, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live stream class with City Market. My name is Carrie. I'm City Market's Assistant Outreach and Education Manager. I'm the one who's been sending all of the emails, so now you can put a face to a name. And now that we're back to masks optional, you can put the whole face instead of just my eyes and my forehead, which is nice. I'm super excited to have everybody joining us tonight. If you want to go ahead and put where you're watching from in the Q&A box, it's always fun to learn where our audience is tuning in from, since we're reaching just a wider audience than Burlington, Vermont, which is cool. I will go behind the scenes after I do my little intro. I will see the question and answer box. I'll put a little announcement into that so that you can know where that is and how to access that. Any questions and comments that come through there, I will see them and I can pass them on to our instructor Mulu, or I can type an answer if it's a question that I can answer as well. So two different options for you. You are watching on about a 30 to 40-second delay from what we're streaming. So if you're like, why haven't they gotten to my question yet? It's been in there for a while. Just know that we probably are, and it just hasn't streamed its way out to you yet. And I will send a survey out tomorrow wanting to know your thoughts on the class and ideas for other classes that you'd like to see. But I think without further ado, that's enough of me talking, and I'll turn things over to our instructor for the evening, Mulu. Mulu, take it away.
Thank you, Carrie. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight to spend time with me for 1 hour or 1 hour. We'll see how much take time. So my name is Mulu. I am originally from East Africa, from Eritrea. I do some cooking around here, Ethiopian and Eritrean food. It's presented for both countries, even though I'm from Eritrea, but the Ethiopian and Eritrean food is the same. Tonight, we're going to cook very simple and delicious. This is a fish. You can use any fish you have, but usually we can use monkfish, and this one is, what is it called, Carrie?
Pollock. It's just another white fish.
Pollock fish. I don't know if I pronunciation correct. So yeah, everything, the base is almost the same. We're going to use ginger, onion, garlic, and then we have some spicy called berbere. It's a chili pepper with some ingredient. We're going to use some berbere. And then we have surprise. We're going to make lentil salad. So that's after we control. So let's, if you have any question, please feel free to type. Okay, let me know. I will answer as far as I can, everything. And thank you again. So we're going to start with the onion. So we're going to chop our onion, and then we have ginger, and we need lemon juice. Maybe we can marinate our fish for a little bit. So I'm going to use gloves. Just wait. Hopefully tonight you are cooking with me. If you have all the ingredients, if you don't have fish, you can cook chicken similar ways. Or if you are vegetarian, you can cook any tofu or other things, the same base, but we can change it slightly. So we're going to marinate our chicken with lemon juice and paprika a little bit. Then we're going to start our onion chopping. Yeah, so I do some take-out dinner monthly around Burlington, and I do some catering. I'm not full-time catering, I'm part-time, but I'm getting busy because things is getting opening around. So I'm excited again to see people. Okay, so we're going to chop like a chunk or bite, you call it, I'll show you. So we're going to, sometimes if you don't want to cook it in top of the stove, you can put this in the oven while your sauce is cooking. So that way it doesn't be overcooked or doesn't break, like you'll have chunk of meat there, so chunk of fish. You can do in oven. If you prefer to put it toasted, maybe between 25-30 minutes. If you have commercial oven, maybe 15 to 20 minutes. So just chopping them a little bit bigger. I can show you. I hope you can see it, how much you can do this by side chopping.
Would you recommend only like a white fish for this? You wouldn't want to do like salmon or anything?
Usually I tried it with the white fish, but with the white meat, this one. But definitely you can do with salmon.
Oh, yum. Yeah. Okay, great.
I mean, especially if you not eat meat, you want fish and you want Ethiopian Eritrean sauce. The sauce is the berbere is more the key. So this is done. We're going to switch our cutting board soon.
Yep.
So this is, I'm going to put it in the bowl. And then, yeah, it slightly change our recipe from the paper we have with you. Yeah, we can change it a little bit, but you can follow this one as well. So we're going to put some, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
This
take
one.
The dirty one.
Okay, include the knife.
Yep.
You can change it. Appreciate it.
And I'll grab you a knife.
There we go. So let's put some seasoning a little bit. And then when you marinated the fish, you can do berbere, which is a berbere spicy. Then I'm planning to do only 1 teaspoon, but you can do more if you want hot, or if you don't want too much spicy, you can do less spicy. So it depends how spicy you want. I usually put a lot, but today I'm going to put this 1 teaspoon, and then we do lemon. Have lemon juice, I believe.
We have lemons.
Lemons, yeah.
Yep. So all the lemons are in this bowl for you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Or I think it's limes.
Right? Yeah, limes. So perfect. So we can squeeze a little bit.
And then there is a juicer if you want to use it. That white thing is a juicer.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate. We can squeeze a little bit of lemon, lime.
I'm excited for this recipe because it feels like a very good sort of early spring recipe, very bright with the lime.
Perfect. Yeah, a lot of veggie too, fresh.
Yeah.
You have a lot of fresh veggie.
It's finally starting to feel a little bit like spring here in Vermont. I don't know where everybody's watching from.
Going calm.
Yep. There's some green things out there.
Weather, so 2 days ago, a lot of people were cheerful because of the sun was nice. Even though chilly and a little bit windy, but the sun was good.
Yeah. They're calling for potentially some more snow on Sunday, and I'm just ready for spring.
I didn't see that. I don't see that far. I just see every day.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Just like showers, but still.
There we go.
I don't want any more.
Okay. Our lemon is a little bit dry. I'm going to cut another one, and then if you don't need this fresh lemon, you can use from the lime from different one. From a bottle of lime. There we go. That maybe this is enough for now. So I'm putting some lime, and then put this one away. There we go. Oh, you do have. Yeah. So I don't have to work hard. Yeah. So yeah, what I mean is lime. You can use this one as well. So I'm going to put a little bit more because we didn't have much of the fresh one. Thank you. So I am going to just have some gloves. Going to mix it, and then we leave it. It's say for 1 hour marinated, but since we have limit time, if you are at home, you want to do it next time, you can do marinated and put it in the fridge. But for now, we just leave it this way. So I'm going to change my gloves and chop our onions soon.
The great thing about Mulu's recipes is that she's so good at cooking them and then changing them too. So kind of watch what she does rather than specifically just following the written recipe.
The problem is
it's great.
Yeah.
Very creative.
Yeah, a lot of time I don't measure, but when you do cooking class, you have to have certain measurement, but that's why I love cooking. If it's baking, maybe it's different. As you know, guys need patience, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to chop onion, so we can dice our onion. If you don't like onion, almost every food, my food have onion. But if you don't want the onion, you can do powder, or you can do without no onion, just garlic. You can twist a little bit around, but the onion give it good sauce. Usually we use a lot of onion for dishes. This is just for 1 pound, but if you cook in the same base with lentils or beef, you need more than 1 onion. We need a lot of onion. And if you dice it very thin, it just, you don't feel it. It's a sauce. The sauce would be thicker a little bit.
I think this might have been missing from the original recipe, so we're just gonna.
Yeah.
I apologize for that, so we're gonna add a red onion.
It's okay. It's all good. The important is I want you to know what we are doing here, what ingredient we use for have different cooking. I know it's not a lot of Ethiopian Eritrean restaurant around here, so you can do it at home. And if you want injera, you can buy from me. That's a tough one, making injera. Injera is a bread. It's fermented bread for 3 days. So if you like sourdough bread, injera, you will like it. some people, they don't, the sourness, they are not familiar. So, and yeah, it's a challenge to made it, but when you made it, it tastes good.
Yeah, I just put Mulu's website into the chat. It's muluscatering.com. And where's your next pop-up event? Do you know
I
when that
have
next one
pop-up
is?
and take out dinner monthly, and my next one will be April 30th, 30. And then I just had it last Saturday, in fact. And we have a lot of turnout because of all the customer. For sure, some of you are here sitting watching me tonight. And thank you. This is, I get opportunity to say thank you because of you guys, because of amazing customer. I'm doing what I love to do. So it's really, I enjoyed it, hearing from them and sharing my culture, my food with them. So it's really make me. So our onion is ready. You can see we just chop it in one. I'm going to turn on our stove quick. Perfect. Let's just turn on this. Okay. And then I'm going to chop our garlic and ginger. I have some ginger. Peel it. Maybe you can use
Peeler? Yep,
Yes,
I'll get you a peeler.
yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And then,
I didn't know if you like doing the spoon thing or the peeler
I
thing.
know it's a peeling potato, but some people show me. You know, I learn with a lot of you when we do in-person cooking. That was a lesson for me too. It's not I'm just teaching you. I was learning from you. A lot of people was showing me how to do garlic, how to do ginger. You know, a different way, more easier. So it's really nice to see people doing it. A lot of people use the spoon, but I prefer to use this like potato or carrot peeler, and it just, you don't take a lot of, just you took the skin. And some people, they don't remove the skin, they just cook it. I don't know how you like, but for me, I just like when it's a little bit clean here.
I know a lot of people like using the paste that's in the tube already too, because it's convenient.
That's even better too. So where it's usually cooking fish is not every household they do. Where I came from, mostly we eat a lot of veggie, a lot of lentils, greens. We have a lot of Lent in the year, like for Lent for Easter, for Lent for Christmas. So that's why the reason, and it's so expensive to buy meat as well. So that's why the reason we eat more veggie than meat, because of the Lent. Not everybody, the young people, they fast, but for meat, I mean. But if your mom or your parent fasting, it's no choice. You will eat what they cook, I guess.
Mulu has done a lot of these live stream cooking classes for us
Oh
before.
my God, it's a very good experience. Now I'm comfortable as you see me. Yeah, but the first one, second one wasn't. It wasn't. Let me tell you the truth. Just make you nervous a little bit because we never did it. I never did it with the COVID come. But I'm so grateful we have something we can connect, you know. It just we didn't stop. That's the best part.
Yeah.
You know?
And we'll go back to some in-person ones down in Intervale this summer.
Yeah,
So that'll be nice.
that's another excited outdoor with a fresh, really fresh air, cooking in the park. Not a park, it's a farm.
Yeah,
in fact.
it's a nature center
Yeah.
with a grill.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you're in the area in the summer, definitely check out our class list and see if Mulu is teaching when you're here.
Yeah, I have one class in summer, outdoor. We'll show you different ways barbecue chicken. Most of our food is a sauce, but we try to change it a little bit as barbecue with our own seasoning. So it worked perfect. We did it for 2 years, and that's good. So I'm dicing our.
Somebody asked if you'd offer a class on Dora Watt, and Mulu has done Dora Watt for us before. So I posted the link in the chat of our virtual class library, and you can scroll down the page, and Dora Watt is on there.
Yeah, we had class. I have in April 12th, I have another class in different place. We are planning to do Dorowat. If you are interested, it's through the Burlington Park and Rec. It's a community kitchen in 20 Allen Street through Burlington and Park. I have, yeah, 2 classes. One is in May, one is in April. So if you're interested, you can reach me there too. But I'm coming back here in May too, so we'll see what we're cooking.
Somebody asked, do you sell your spice mix, your berbere, and if so, where can I buy it?
Oh, you can email me and we can contact. Carrie will send you my email. So yeah, I have a jar between $7 to $14, a small jar. So if you email me, we can talk.
Yep, and I put, like I said, Mulu's website link in the chat, Mulu's Catering, and that has her contact info on there. Or you can always email me since you have my email, and I will forward it on to Mulu. And yes, we will provide the recipe for the lentil salad when I send the survey link out. It was sort of a surprise addition for this class, and then we'll type up the recipe and send that out tomorrow.
I know it's look a lot of ginger and garlic. The more it better. Maybe we don't need it all, but it tastes good when you use it. So our onion is getting ready to be having oil.
Yeah. Somebody asked, does City Market sell it? We don't sell Mulus, but we sell one from Teeny Tiny Spice Company.
They do sell. In fact, it's Ethiopian berbere and the tiny, yeah. So maybe Carrie will send you the link or the name of the.
Yeah, Teeny Tiny Spice Company.
Perfect. So we have some oil. Let me just wash my hand and I'm coming back.
And yes, she diced the ginger and garlic. You could also grate it. I think one of the recipe things says grated, so just as fine as you like it, right?
Oh yeah, we use a lot of, especially when I cook for a big amount of cook. I usually grate them or dice them with the food processor. Yeah, so that's why I do. But today I'm just doing it with my hand. It's not a lot. Yeah, but definitely if you have food processor, even the onion, if you don't want to chop with your hand, you still can do with food processor as well.
And did you add any oil to the pan with the onions, or is it just dry?
No, it's dry, but we are about to add right now.
Great.
So you can use any oil you prefer. Right now we're using the sesame oil, but you can use olive oil, vegetable or canola oil. Yeah.
Is it stuck? There you go. It's a new one for you.
Because I know people have a lot of option for oil, so I'm just telling them you can use.
And for the person who asked for the link, I'm going to try to find it for your other class. There it is.
Perfect. I don't even know how to find it. The reason they have so many programs in the Park and Rec, so you have to go in an adult program, then you'll find it. Can you find it?
I think so.
Oh, okay, great. I'm just curious because a lot of people struggling to find it because.
Well, it's weird. I found a class, but it says like October, November, December. I don't know if they've updated their website.
Yeah, that's an old one. In fact, they updated. I got some people brought ticket already. So yes, our onion is getting ready almost. So it's changing light brown. So we'll give it another 5 minutes. And then we'll go from there. And sometimes we cook with ghee. This is a ghee. It's a clarified butter. You can buy from City Market, but this one I made it myself. So I use 5 ingredients. First you boil it. Then you do fenugreek, coriander, and cardamom, ginger, and garlic, and onion. Just you chop them and boil it with this. So it smells a little bit different. It's not plain. It's just a spice a little bit. You can use it for bread or cooking. In fact, when we cook a lot of dorowat or beef, spicy beef, we use it for this one a lot. So this is another option we can use.
So I just added the link for the Burlington Parks and Rec catalog, and that'll take you.
So much.
Yeah, Mulu's is like the 4th one down in the adult category program.
Excellent.
Somebody asked, why do you heat the onions before you add the oil?
Sometimes it's a little bit watery, so just to make a little dry. But this onion, in fact, didn't have a lot of water. But especially if you use a yellow onion, for some reason have a little wet. So I like when it's a little dry, especially when you do fish, it will be a little bit toasty, not like watery, the onion. So that's why I do. But you can do the same time, or you can heat the oil first, or you can do the onion in the same time, the oil as well. But that's why I wait. I think it's came from habit a little bit. It just some of the onion is a little wet.
And somebody else has asked, when do you use ghee versus oil, or is it kind of interchangeable?
So when I cook veggie, I don't use ghee at all. Sometimes we have a chickpea called shiro. It's a dish we use for that one, but for the lentil, green cabbage, we don't use at all ghee. Yeah, mostly it's for the meat.
So stuff stays vegan that way too, then?
Yes,
it's
not only vegetarian, it's vegan, yeah, because we don't add any food, what do you call it, chicken stock or something. So I don't use any. If you are gluten free, still I don't have any flour in my sauce or other ingredient. Basically is the same ginger, garlic, onion, and tomato. So yeah, if you are vegetarian or gluten free, all the food is the same. It's the way it's written. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, not to plug Mulu, but if you're in the area and you have the chance to try her food, definitely do it.
Thank you.
I feel spoiled that she cooks all these classes and then I get to eat.
Appreciate. So I'm going to add onion and ginger. So yes, I'm going to add a little bit extra, but if you don't have enough, just use as much, like teaspoon or 1 spoon for ginger.
Somebody asked if you'd ever just use regular butter rather than ghee or clarified butter.
No, I never use for cooking, because when you boil the regular butter, have so much, I would say junk, I don't know what to say, but some white stuff and
the milk solids.
Yes. Yeah. Especially after it's boiled and calm down, before you stir in here, you'll find in the bottom a lot of things. So we never cook unless it's clarified. We never cook with the regular butter. Yeah. I think when you see it, you feel like, oh, this is not because of that we don't use that. We don't use at all, because it's come from cow. Especially where I came from, they don't process the butter. They just sell a big chunk butter already. So it just came from. And
then you have to process it.
Yeah. So in this case, you cannot just cook it raw. So you have to process it your own. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can make your own ghee, or you can buy it already clarified, which is nice if you.
Yes.
But it is a fun process to just dump a whole bunch of butter into a pot and skim off the milk solids, if you have the time.
So in our recipe, we use a little bit of paprika, but paprika is from Chile too. But my berbere is different flavor a little bit. This is more maybe raw. When you eat it, it just burns. But the berbere, it doesn't make you like hot, quick, have flavor. At the end, you can feel the heat. But when some people, I add my berbere a lot, they were worried, oh, it's going to be spicy. No, it's not going to be spicy a lot. Especially you cook it very slow in the fire, the berbere, it's the heat reduce the spiciness and then have a good flavor as well.
Do you want to talk about some of the other spices that are in your mix, maybe without giving away your recipe? But
in my berbere.
Yeah, what else goes into the berbere?
Yes, so even though if I don't remember all of it, but they have coriander, fenugreek, and cardamom, and the other one is ginger, always ginger, garlic. So when we say ginger and garlic and the onion, usually you peel them, you chop them like a big chunk, then you have to dry them in the sun, even the ginger or the onion. So it's hot all the time anyways, between 80, 75 and 80 and sunny. So they put it in the outside with a cotton material. Then they have to be dry before it's grinded. So always in every ingredient, they have ginger, garlic, and onion, and red onion. For some reason, we use the red onion for berbere. And then you use all the cumin. So about 12 ingredients inside. So you can Google it and you can make your own berbere as well if you have the grinder.
Yeah, let me put a link to a recipe in the chat that people have tried before and liked. Somebody asked if you're making your spiced butter, when do you add the spices? Are they simmering in there the whole time?
No, you can, after you put the butter in the pot, you can put all your spicy and except the onion and the garlic. You do that when it starts boiling, but before it's boiling, when it's kind of heavy and raw, you can add all your spices and massage it, kind of mix it all with a spoon, with gloves, wherever comfortably are. So have to be boiled slowly with that, with the seasoning. Then when it starts boiling, you have to make sure that heat is low, very low, because it kind of pop up like a milk. It come quick when it's boiled too much, kind of a foam come in the top. So you have to do low your heat, and then when it start boiling, sometimes you can even remove the top side. You can remove slowly out. You will see white stuff or it's foam brown stuff.
Yeah.
So then you can add your slice. You don't have to dice the onion. It's just a big chunk, like a big cut. You put onion, then smash your garlic. You don't need to dice as well, because when you drain, everything will go garbage anyway. Just that's for flavor. Maybe you will see in the bag, it doesn't show a lot of brown, but something could be passed a little bit.
Some little bits.
Yes. Okay.
Somebody asked, you mentioned other oils that you saute your vegetables in. Would you say that sesame oil is the best?
No, we don't use a lot of sesame oil because this is for fish. I got this in the recipe from one of the friends, but usually I use canola oil.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think the recipe that we sent out had a mix of sesame and olive, so you could add some olive to this. If
you can add olive too. And this is just to give a different flavor a little bit, the sesame, but olive oil is good to cook.
Do you want olive oil for this one, or are you good with sesame?
I think we are good if we are planning to do ghee at the end if you want, but otherwise I think we're good without it. We don't want to be too oily.
Yeah.
I prefer
sesame is interesting because it adds so much extra flavor.
Yeah,
like the olive oil really doesn't taste, I would say, or canola like much.
So I'm going to add our tomato now. We have tomato. It's fresh you can use. If you don't have fresh tomato, you can use canned tomato and diced one, not too much saucy. So just chop it. Okay, we have two, one for our salad.
I can always go down and grab more if we need more.
We good.
It helps to be above a grocery store.
I know. We cook in very small. Usually, when we used to cook here, we have between 12 to 15 people. So we have to feed everyone at the end. So we cook in big amount, but this is not a lot of. So I'm going to add the tomato. Just you can dice it small. If you have canned tomato, dice one, you can use as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for hopefully when we can get back to having people in the kitchen again.
I know. I don't know if soon we can do that, but one day.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some sort of hybrid where we'll have a few virtual and a few in person so that we can still reach all the people that aren't right in Vermont.
No, please ask them. They are watching me from where?
Yeah, where are people watching from? If you feel like sharing, let us know. It's always fun to find out. We had someone from Peru once. I don't know how that's, time zones. What type of tomato? These are just regular Long Wind Farm, I think, or local, like just normal vine tomatoes. But like she said, you can use canned as well.
You can use all different Roma tomato. Mostly it's good when it's ripe tomato for this kind of sauce. So it's good. Okay, so far our sauce is looking like this. I hope you can see it from the camera. And we toasted maybe another 5 minutes.
We have someone from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, welcome.
Burlington. Hi there.
Oh, welcome. We're happy to see you, or can see us, I guess, even though I cannot see you, but I'm glad you're here. Okay, so we're going to add our fish as well with the tomato. Then we have a chicken fish stock, I mean, not chicken. I feel like we are cooking chicken. No.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay.
This is any of the day, weekend, weekdays. It's not very difficult or time consuming, especially if you marinate the chicken before you go to work and stuff. And if you procure onion, garlic, ginger, ahead of time, it's very easy. You can use rice or any bread or any grain you want to eat with this. So I'm going to add a little bit of berbere. This is make us a little bit like Ethiopian food. We need the heat a little bit.
I feel like I've gotten better at eating spicy food after eating your food.
Yeah,
like
in fact, before she started working here, she used to be a student.
Yeah.
Used to be in the class.
We have someone from the San Francisco Bay Area, Auburn, Massachusetts. Another one from Burlington who said, "Hi, Mulu, it's Ash."
Hello.
Somebody you know.
I know you'll be here. I hope you are cooking with me tonight.
And yes, Mulu just added the fish. So that was the fish that we marinated a little bit earlier at the beginning of class, and that just went into the pan.
Yes. In fact, I met you right here when we were cooking fish. You remind me last week, 4 years ago, we did this recipe here. I can't believe it is 4 years. But yes, and that's why food is connecting people. Since we met here for cooking class, you become my customer, and thank you for being
That's great.
coming. Yeah, and I hope you are cooking tonight with me. Otherwise, for sure, one day you will try this one. Excellent. So it's almost getting there.
They just sent you a heart.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm just, while it's cooking a little bit, this one, I'm going to show you injera bread. Most of you are familiar maybe with injera bread. If you are not familiar, this is the key. This is the food we eat almost every single day for lunch and dinner. And this is fermented injera. About 75% is F flour. F is a grain, it's a gluten-free. If you made it by by itself, but this one is mixed with barley flour and white flour as well. It's a not all-purpose self-rising flour. So it's fermented for 3 days. You don't add any oil, anything, just water and flour. But you have to have starter. So the starter is, if you are first time making it, you can use yeast and water, the first starter. But I use the leftover dough or the leftover butter for starter. So this is a trick. One day could be nice and good injera if it's bubbling. The second day I made it, maybe it doesn't turn well. So nobody's perfect for making this bread. I don't know why. It gives me challenge, even though the flavor or the taste is the same, but you want to see the bubbling and the softness in the top. So people figure out, they think it's the weather, or they think it's a little bit the water around where you live make a difference as well, they said.
Yeah, if anybody's a sourdough baker, it's kind of the same thing.
Yes.
Sourdough bread is finicky sometimes.
Yeah, so this is cooking.
It smells really good in here. I wish we could pass smells through the computer screen.
I know.
Do you want another red onion for the salad?
Yeah,
Okay.
we need red onion.
I will go run down
I use
and grab
everything.
Yeah.
We will make salad. We're going to start soon. So this is a lentil, the whole lentil, they call brown lentil. So you can boil it ahead of time, which is carry boil for us, this one. You don't need to put it overcook, but just right, because if it's not cooked, you don't want the taste too. So we are using fresh ingredient mixed salad. So you need cucumber, then you need tomato, and parsley or cilantro, either wherever is your favorite. Some people, they think is one of them smell like medicine, but it's just give it a good flavor. You don't have to put a lot of cilantro. Then we use for dressing is olive oil, lemon, salt, and pepper. So you can make this one, keep it in the fridge for a couple of days. So I'm going to show you that soon. Let's move our cutting board. And then we need clean cutting board, and then soon we're going to put the fish. We have some, I don't know if it's this one, fish stock. Or if you don't want to use this one, you can use a little bit of water because it's not a lot of people use fish stock. Okay, I think it's getting ready now. The reason I want to put the fish in the oven, because when it's boiled or if the sauce is not thick enough, you have to stir. So you don't want to be mushy or breaking a lot because it's very soft, the fish. So I prefer, if you're planning to do this at home, put it in the oven. You'll see the difference will be a little toasty, plus stuck together, doesn't break us. What they said. Perfect, thank you. Can we have clean cutting board and knife?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we're going to start doing our salad while this one is cooking. Let me wash my hand and then we continue. Thank you for your patience and you are staying with me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Excellent. So this is the lentil, the whole lentil. So I'm going to put it here. This is a little bit bigger to mix it. And then whenever we chop everything, so we have tomato, tomato. This is especially when you have summer, spring. If you're planning to go somebody's house for potluck, this is good side dish to take for barbecue. It's a different salad than these are. Some tomato, using fresh tomato. We don't use canned tomato for this salad. Have to be fresh. If you don't have tomatoes, it's okay. You don't have to put it in, but don't use canned tomato for this salad. There we go.
Someone's asked if you're going to do the fish in the oven, like you mentioned, would you do it at 350 degrees for like 20 minutes?
Yes. In fact, some oven is faster than others, but between 20 minutes to 30 minutes, especially if the oven is not very quick, hot enough and stuff. Yes, you can do 20 minutes to 30 minutes.
And like Mulu mentioned at the beginning, this is kind of a nice, fast, easy weeknight recipe. So we're probably going to end closer to 6:30 than 7. We like to leave plenty of time for questions, so we always build these classes till 7, but we might end a little closer to 6:30. So make sure you get your questions in if you have them.
Yeah, thank you.
No one has any yet. You must be doing an excellent job of explaining.
I think so. I hope so. Because when different dish we cook, we need more time. But for some reason, this is a simple, easy. That's why I say you can do it any evening of the day. You don't have to wait weekends. Okay, we put some onion for our salad. So I use half onion for the salad. I put already the tomato, then I'm going to add some cucumber. If you have anything in your fridge, you can use for the lentil. If you have favorite thing, different one, you can use it too.
Yeah, I love doing lentil salads to use up stuff. It's like, what do I have in my fridge? Just make some lentils and toss it all in there.
Exactly. I don't mind eating lentils every day. Almost I cook every other day. Lentils, we use a curry lentils, spicy lentils. And then the salad, mostly I do them for summer. But the other lentil, it just, I never been tired of eating lentils. And it's very easy to cook. It's cooked very fast. It doesn't it's a process to cook, but after the lentil is in this pot, it's cooked very fast.
Yeah, and I just cooked those earlier while I was, answering emails, like multitasking.
Nice. Okay, that's why it look nice.
Someone says, in the recipe, it says add the fish with the marinade, diced tomatoes, and stock, cook for 2 minutes. If you're doing the fish in the oven, how do you get that liquid in with the sautéed veggies? So would you saute the veggies in a pan while also doing the fish in the oven, or can you do it all together in one?
In the oven. I don't put everything in the oven because the onion will be mostly, either will burn in between, because for 30 minutes to put onion, unless you put all the liquids and then put it in the oven, but you need to fry the onion a little bit with oil to give it good flavor. But if you are something in rush, you can put all ingredients together, you can put it in the oven as well.
So I guess when you're putting it in the oven, do you put the liquid in there too, or are you draining the liquid away?
No, I don't put the liquid because already the fish have liquid. When you put it in the oven, this fish come with water. It drains something water. Yeah. That's why I didn't put all the liquid here, because when you put it in the pot, already it's a little bit watery. I think it comes from the fish a little bit when you put it in the oven. So you don't need a lot of liquid to put in. As far as, because we need the sauce have to be thick instead of watery or soup. So better not to put a lot of liquid there. Unless you think it's too dry, when you check it in between, you can add liquid. Did I answer her question?
I think so, yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And if not, go ahead and put another question in the chat. But I think it depends on your personal taste, right? Like maybe some people like a thinner sauce, whereas some people like a thicker one. So just add more or less liquid to your taste. It smells so good in here.
Oh, I can't wait to taste it. Almost there. Show me all these numbers.
Is it common in Ethiopia and Eritrea for people to have large gardens and they grow a lot of their own veggies?
Yes. They wait for rain season. They don't have water access a lot of places. So they have to wait for rain season, about 3 months. That time they grow in their backyard. A lot of people have a good land. So big land, I mean, they can grow, but the water issue is a little bit different there. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be. If we have water, I mean, the people work so hard. They love eating fresh things, because we don't have a lot of processed food where I came from. It's not because we don't want to, but no access for processed food or in canned food. So, and we don't have a lot of fridge. Not a lot of people have a fridge, include me. When I was growing up, I didn't have fridge. So people have to cook every single day, sometimes even twice a day for lunch and dinner, or sometimes they cook lunch, then they save it for dinner, leftover, because it's not raw food, it's cooked already. They put it in room temperature until night. So yeah, they cook every day. So they eat a lot of fresh vegetables, and I mean, the ingredient is very basic, like onion and garlic, and then you can do lentil, you can do beef, you can do cabbage. So you need those things, and you need the spices, the berbere or curry. We use curry too, like the turmeric and then the curry mixed one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a typical breakfast look like in those countries, or is it not really something?
Breakfast usually is bread. We have a special bread. It's not very sweet, but have little sweetness. And then tea. Most people drink coffee and tea. That's and then we have called, it's kind of porridge, but we use it with this butter. It's a porridge called, you can find it called gumfo or gumfo in Amharic. So you use butter, berbere, and yogurt. People Ethiopian and Eritrean breakfast. And then we have another one called pita bread. You just chop them, you use berbere and butter again. So that's a typical breakfast we have. And the bread called hambasha, it's with the yeast bread, like regular bread. And all these people they made it at home mostly. We don't buy breakfast. And then we have, because Eritrea is so many years, 46 years. So we have a nice coffee shop. Not every day you go there, but for breakfast, but we have good coffee and pastry. for some people they go, but usual people go for weekend for treat. Here we go. So I just removed this one. So I'm going to give it a little chop.
And this is fresh flat leaf parsley. So we have parsley and cilantro here.
Yeah, I see that. Mix it. That's wonderful.
Parsley in the salad.
Did you find the breakfast carrot shop? Yeah.
I did. Yep, I put it in the chat.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you see it look like volcano? Volcano.
Yeah, with the stuff in the middle.
That's why they call it. Yeah. So that kind of porridge mostly is barley flour. It's toasted flour. They call it. You toast the flour for a long time before you make the porridge.
It kind of looks like cream of wheat. If you've ever had cream of wheat here. Yeah,
that's exactly. So far we did this one. I just want to show you. We have onion, tomato, cucumber. This is parsley. And then I'm going to use lemon for our dressing. We need some lemon and olive oil and salt and pepper.
Yep, let me grab you the olive oil out of the cabinet.
Perfect, thank you. This is getting ready, almost. So I'm going to squeeze the lemon for our dressing. And you put salt and pepper. I'll show you how we eat it too. I'm sorry you cannot taste it. I hope you have something you made with me tonight to taste it. But I just want to show you the traditional way, how we eat it. I would love to share with you. We eat with our hand and have to be right hand, usually right hand, not left hand. And you just need to wash your hands. So except when it's pasta, rice, we use fork or spoon. Otherwise, everything we eat with our hand.
And if you do make this at a later date, send us photos. We love seeing when people send us pictures of recipes that they cook from our classes. So if you make this for your family,
yes,
send us a pic.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Yes. Maybe I will do one cooking class breakfast here. It's so delicious. Now I want to eat breakfast for dinner.
I love breakfast for dinner, so I'd be into that. I think you did the or there was like a coffee ceremony class before I worked here, right?
That was, the bread was really delicious. Okay, we put our lemon, so I'm going to put some salt and pepper. When I say pepper, it's not pepper, this one. A lot of people say you don't know how to pronunciation pepper. Pepper, yes, I'm putting a little bit of salt. And then at the same time, we need a little bit of salt for our food. Going to put. Okay, maybe a little black pepper. Especially if you do the salad ahead of time and keep it in the fridge, will give it a good flavor after it's mixed. Right now, we add all the ingredients together. Oh, we need olive oil, sorry. So you can use any olive oil, but tonight we are using this one. I don't know if you can see it. Yes.
Extra virgin. Yeah.
I just read one thing. If when you buy olive oil, it's better when you buy it with the dark bottle instead of the clear bottle olive oil. So maybe because of the sun, the light doesn't.
I think so. Although ours sits in a closet, so it doesn't really matter.
That's the thing is.
Yeah, here's someone who agreed breakfast food for dinner, especially in the summer.
Yeah, that's we'll do that.
Yeah, we have you on the schedule in May. We could do.
Maybe we can do that. Can show you two kind breakfast, and we eat egg too, but not every day. My kids eat almost 3-4 times a week egg, but no, we eat maybe once a week.
Do you do like scrambled or hard boiled or? Okay.
No, not hard boiled. It's scrambled or like or sandwich. Mostly scrambled. They put vegetable like jalapeno. In fact, this is one thing I'm going to show you here. If you mix this one, you need jalapeno. You can put some jalapeno, but instead, or you can do mustard powder, or you can do berbere chili. So I told Carrie today we're going to do chili instead of jalapeno. So I'm putting some berbere, give it good little flavor at the end. So this is it.
It's great because the cucumber and the tomato are very cooling, and then you get that little bite of the berbere spice.
Exactly. So this is our salad. It's getting ready. Like I mentioned, you can put it ahead of time, put it in the fridge, especially it's summertime, warm weather. Just give it cool and refresh salad. and it's protein, have a lot of lentils. So it's kind of a meal. It doesn't look like salad if you have full of all this. So I'm going to check this one. I'm going to wash my hand. It's very ready. I can see that fish is broken in apart.
Yep. So like I said, we might wrap up this class around 6:30. So now is the perfect time to put any comments and questions from Mulu into the chat.
I hope you're cooking tonight with us. Let me know if you have the ingredient you are cooking tonight or you're planning to try next time. So far it looks like this. I know you can cook fish different way at home, but this is my Mulu way with a good flavor, the onion, the garlic, the ginger. Hopefully you can try it one day and please let me know. I'm going to wash my hand and I'll show you how we serve it.
I am putting a note into my calendar for tomorrow to send the lentil salad recipe out to everybody as well. Doing that right now before I forget, so that you'll have that with you.
Yes. It will be jalapeno in the recipe maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
We can use jalapeno instead of.
Yeah, I think the last time we did it, it had jalapeno, so I'll just find the the old recipe and send that to everybody.
That sounds good. Wonderful. So I am going to make the injera ready. I'm going to show you how we can make the injera in the plate. And then everything will be in the salad and the plate.
Oh, these are just regular brown lentils. Just the red ones fall apart too easily, and the little tiny ones are, I think, too crunchy. So these are just regular brown or green.
Yes. So I cut the injera in 2 pieces. So I put half of it here, and the 2 rolls I put it in the side. So usually we have a big platter, about 16, 14-inch platter. So we don't cut injera. We put all the big platter injera. So we put the sauce in the top. Then you have extra injera. You use it as utensil almost. You piece injera and you eat with your hand. So I'm going to show you how we can do it. So the salad, you can use this if you want different bowl or with the side of injera. Still, you can eat it with your hand. So the salad. Then let's try this one to use scoop maybe.
Oh, and the fish question came up again. Yes, Mulu said that she doesn't bake it with the juice because the fish itself will put out some liquid, water. So she drains it.
Some I can see it's ready. You can see it a little bit colorful. So I will show you the sauce. Look how much water already have it. And then I did half of the can for the stock, fish stock. So this is it. So when you serve it this way. And then you have injera, just a piece of injera you cut like this. You use it with your hand and you eat. Bon appetit. And I hope you enjoyed it, my class. Hopefully I will show you the traditional way, dorowet or beef or lentils, spicy lentil, curry lentils. Next time you join me for different class, but tonight we just made this one. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thanks everybody so much. Like I mentioned at the beginning, it's great to have these classes and still have this feeling of community and cooking together, even when we can't be physically together. I'll leave the chat up for 1 more minute just because I know with the delay, some people might be typing their questions right now.
Oh, yeah.
But thank you all so much. And I'm so excited to send the recipe out to you tomorrow, send the survey link out tomorrow, and have you all join us if you're in the area for some of the many great things that Mulu does around town.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the city market, the opportunity they gave me. I've been cooking here for 5 years, not the full time, but at least 4 or 5 times a year. And I enjoyed it. And I hope I'll see you in different events I do. I do farmer markets in Winooski part-time. I don't go there every weekend, but I'm going to start on May or June when they start. And I do monthly takeout dinner, and I do catering. If you have a small group, 10 people and above, I can do your catering for any event you have. So please reach me out. I have my email, or you can text me my phone. If you go to my website, you'll see my email as well. Thank you. Appreciate for you staying with me tonight.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.